Hi, I'm Shelley Johnson. I'm here with my tea. I'm inviting you to join me as we hear some words and give them space to do a work in us. It's Lent, week 4, and we're looking at the fourth Jesus prayer. Some would call it the glory prayer because in it, Jesus gives God all the glory. This is a prayer that we can fold into our own lives of prayer, to be shaped by its words and its truths. So let's look at the context. It's a mere 4 words of a prayer. But if we don't have the context, we won't understand the power. This is a time that Jesus just raised Lazarus and then rode in as the triumphal entry that we celebrate Palm Sunday for. And then he sits down with his disciples to prepare them for his coming death. He tells them that he will soon be glorified. The idea that he'll be raised from the dead and taken to heaven in his new glorified body. But it's hard for them to grasp what he's saying. And he reminds them that, it's like a seed. It has to die before it gets tucked into the earth and blossoms and makes a whole lot more seeds. He's trying to bring them comfort and give them a bigger vision. And it's, again, they have a different idea of what Jesus is there for. And he's trying to align them with the heart of the Father. And then he says these words. This is John 12, verse 27. Now my soul is troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? No. It was for this very reason I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name. Those 4 words, Father, glorify your name. That's the fourth Jesus prayer. But without the preceding verse, we miss what Jesus has done in this prayer. First, he's confessed to his fellow followers, my soul is troubled. Jesus, the human part of Jesus, dreads the cross. He doesn't want the pain, the humiliation. He doesn't want to watch those who love him mourn for him. And yet he says, am I going to ask God to let this pass? No, because it's why I came. He's giving them a clear vision of what's going to happen and why. But he's also giving them something for the future. He's giving something for us to recognize. Our lives are going to be fraught with hard things, temptations and trials, pain and confusion. And he is showing us the deeper way of aligning with the Father's will, to make it about the Father and not us. And when we can pray a prayer in the middle of our hardest moments, Father, glorify your name, we're going to be shaped at the deepest part of who we are. And we're going to trust him just as much as Jesus did as he faced the cross. So let's lean in, listen to Jesus, and follow his lead. Father, glorify your name. Let me know how I can be praying for you, and I'll see you here again next week.